Hi, this is Naomi with Seeds of Color, and I'm going to talk to you shortly about what kind of tomato varieties that I'm going to be planting this spring. Alright, while I'm outside, before I have to pot some more stuff up, I'm going to show you what I have outside growing already. Like this big beauty right here, this is a San Marzano. Even though this says blueberry, please ignore the pot. The reason why I wanted to grow the San Marzano is because it is an Italian paste tomato, and I would really like to make my own spaghetti sauce this year, and why not do it with an Italian tomato? And as you can see, it's a monster. This is a Black Prince tomato. I got really into black or purple or blue tomatoes this year because last year I had a Cherokee tomato that as I was pulling the first fruit, it snapped in half. So when I tasted that it was really, really good and sweet and had a completely different flavor profile than a regular red tomato that you can get at the grocery store, I said, I gotta grow black tomatoes. So I got a Black Prince here. This guy doesn't look very good right now because I watered its leaves, because we all know that tomatoes hate that. Once we're able to repot it in its real home, I'm sure that it'll spread out. But these are the blue cream tomatoes. And I've also never grown these types, so I have no idea if they, like... Anyway, I think that's what's going on. It could also very well be part of the fertilizing fiasco that I had earlier. Anyway, we're going to take this one inside and doctor it, but the rest of these two are going to stay here outside. Alright, and next we have the pink brandywine tomato. I only got this because everybody that loves pink brandywine tomatoes says that these are the best tasting tomatoes ever, but they don't tell you anything about how the heck that they grow. And this will probably be the first and last year that I grow these things because they are difficult to grow. They have an attitude every time you water them. They have an attitude every time you pot them. I'm pretty sure it's going to have an attitude when I put it in the garden, and ain't nobody got time for that. These are one of the varieties that if you look, it doesn't look like a typical tomato plant. This is like a potato leaf variety. As far as I know, only the brandywine tomatoes are the ones that have that type of variety. I particularly do not care for them. And that's all I have to say about that. So that's that one. Next up, we have the vintage wine tomato. This one I got from M.I. Gardner, and it has like cool little color streaks that almost looks tie-dyed, which is the whole reason why I got this one. I ordered these seeds last year. I grew one of them in a bucket, and I'm not sure if it was just because it was late in the season or if it was... These have a little tie-dye-ish, little streaky streaks on them. I'll show you the picture probably here.
Mama, there.
Oh, there? From the seed packet. Last year, I did have a problem with these cracking, so hopefully this year, treating them a little better and doing them earlier in the season, I can avoid that. Next one here. We just up-potted this one. This is the Isis Candy. I'm looking forward to this one because it has candy in the name, so I know it's super sweet. I've heard a lot of gardeners say that they swear this is the only cherry tomato that they'll ever grow. I'm extra excited because I've never grown cherry tomatoes, and we're probably going to have an overabundance of cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to have to figure out what to do with them. So Isis Candy. Boop. This is Costaludo, and there's another funny name that goes along with it, but I don't know what it is. I got this from Territorial Seeds, and the reason why I got this is because I thought that I was actually going to go try to be part of the farmer's market, and a lot of market gardeners say that in order to capture attention at the market garden or at the farmer's market that you need to have tomatoes that they can't get anywhere else. Like anybody can get a red or a pink looking tomato at the grocery store, but these Castelluto ones have like some kind of like accordion fold to them. The seed packet doesn't even look like that, so showing you that wouldn't help you, but I will try to find a picture to set over here to the left. This next one I am looking forward to the most because it is a multiflora variety, and I've never seen that in person, and I want to shoot a video that has me going, oh. So this is Barry's Crazy Cherry Tomatoes. The pictures of it have like this whole leaf right here would be all tomatoes, and they're like a gold color, and it just looks really tasty. Okay, this is the white Tomasol tomato. I have a lot of them in the greenhouse waiting to be sold for my plant sale. This one is the one that I kept. I think I kept it because I liked the way that the leaves were fanning out fully, and it was also the lowest one to the ground, so that's the one that I kept. Anyway, this is a white tomato, or a cream looking tomato. It was the free variety that was sent to me from Baker Creek from the many seed packets that I ordered. And it says that it has a really creamy taste and texture, so I'm looking forward to trying that because it's something I would definitely have never ordered for myself. Next, I have also from Baker Creek the orange jazz tomato. Now this was also started at the same time as this white Tomasol tomato was. One reason why I wanted to get it is because like it's orange. I don't have an orange tomato in my repertoire here. Also because this was the new variety that came to Baker Creek this year, and I wanted to be amongst one of the first people to grow it. So, orange jazz tomato. This is also another, not sure if it's a multiflora, but it's definitely a cherry. This is the Super Sweet 100s. I think this is a botanical interest seed, and just looking forward to some really sweet cherry tomatoes. This one is a black creme tomato. Again, just like how I had mentioned before, last year I got an opportunity to taste the Cherokee purple tomato. It was really good, had a different flavor than most of the red ones, and I went crazy with the black or blue type of tomato. So this is a black creme. It will also have like the really dark black or blue shoulders on the tomatoes. Looking forward to many burgers with that. Next up, Sweetie Cherry Tomatoes from My Garden. And I like the way these leaves look compared to a lot of the other cherry tomatoes. Obviously, I'm going to have a plethora of cherry tomatoes, way more than I'm going to be able to consume, so people around me, you be prepared to get you some tomatoes. This is the Cherokee Purple. Now, last year, I actually got this from Walmart. Full plant, looked really beautiful, grew one lonesome tomato. And as I was picking it, the whole plant snapped. That was probably also due to my lack of spacing in my garden. So therefore, this is the white whale this year. I have to have a good crop of Cherokee Purple tomatoes. Last but not least, I have the Mandarin Cross. This is supposed to be a dwarf variety. It's a Japanese Mandarin Cross slicing tomato. I'm guessing that it's orange. The picture is painted on, so not exactly sure if it's like an actual orange tomato or if that's like the artist rendition of this tomato. So looking forward to that. My daughter is into Japanese culture and it caught her eye, so we're gonna grow that and probably put it on some kind of crazy salad. I also have somewhere, not sure if it's over there or here, but a Tasmanian chocolate tomato. This is a Tasmanian chocolate tomato. I had to get it because 1, chocolate, 2, Tasmanian Devil was my favorite Looney Tunes character. How about you? This one called a moneymaker, but I've been labeling them millionaire because we're just going to say this is the Manifest Destiny tomato. Whoever buys this shall become a millionaire. The actual story behind this is it probably came from the Mortgage Lifter tomato variety. The Mortgage Lifter tomato variety was said that the guy who sold those tomatoes was able to sell so many tomato starts that he was able to pay off his mortgage. So therefore, money maker. So that's all I got, folks. These are all the tomato varieties. Once you see my garden, you'll be like, how in the world is she squeezing all those in there? I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna cram them in there just like I did last year. Anyway, like and subscribe. Hook up with me at Facebook and Instagram, Seeds of Color Farms. Deuces.